going on, A-Team? It's Anon, and today I'm back with another video. And today I'm gonna be telling you guys the story of the drug called Xanax. This happened very recently, and what happened was there's a whole lot of drama going around. It's something that's a lot of people are doing nowadays, and it's a prescription drug. And what happened was these kids were taking these Xanax pills, but it turns out that they weren't even like Xanax pills. They were like lean pills, like activists. I don't know, I don't really know what the fuck they were, but a lot of people were geeking on them, like fighting people, etc, etc. This one kid that was on these Xanax, this kid, we've known him our whole life pretty much. Like, he grew up with my brother, and all of a sudden he's talking about like how our family's poor and all this shit. And there's this company called GLD, which I'm actually ordering a couple items off of GLD. I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can see what I'm talking about. They sell like chains and like bracelets and all that stuff on there. At the end of the day, I sent this kid a Snapchat talking a little shit. I sent him a picture of the box of the GLD box, and I was like talking about how like, oh, we can't afford GLD, then what the fuck is this? And I said like, go fuck yourself. Rest of the day I was waiting for this kid to answer me, and I ended up going to bed at like 11 o'clock. This wouldn't have happened if I didn't sleepwalk. Like, I sleepwalk really bad, to the point where like if nothing like really happens when I'm sleepwalking, like I won't even remember doing it. But I woke up and I was sleepwalking, and then I noticed that this kid was sending me like a bunch of Snapchats. I'm talking like 5 or 6 of them, and I opened them, and I don't even really remember what they were saying because I was sleepwalking at the time. And all I remember really was like this kid like calling me, and like, I don't know, he was just saying like, I'm gonna come fucking beat your ass. So I was like, alright, bet, pull up, dude. So the kid calls me, he's like, yo, I'm at your house, like come outside. And it was like 5 in the morning. My mom was at work, my dad was on the couch sleeping, and my brother and his girlfriend were in my brother's room sleeping. Obviously it's 5 in the morning. So I go downstairs and I go out the side door, and I'm trying to be quiet because I'm not trying to wake anybody up, obviously. And I go out the side door and I look and I see this other kid that's really fucking big. He's standing in the middle of my yard, and he wasn't the kid that was talking shit. The kid that was talking shit, he's a bitch. Like, this kid's like 21 years old and he's a bitch. Like, and I walked outside, and that fucking bitch, I'm gonna name him Fat Fuck and Bitch. Fat Fuck was standing in the middle of the yard, and Bitch was nowhere to be found. I was like, what's up, dude? And Fat Fuck comes up to me, talking all this shit, talking about how he's gonna fucking kill me, and he's gonna fucking kick my teeth in, and he's just going on and on and on. And I'm like, dude, first of all, I'm sitting there like, dude, can you please not scream in my face? My dad's in there sleeping, and I'm just trying to kick this kid's ass and go back to bed. Eventually, I look to the right. This kid walks out of these bushes by my yard. The kid was literally hiding in the bushes. So once he comes out, I'm like, oh, there you are, blah 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 blah. And they both get in my face. Now this is when it starts to get a little interesting. They both get in my face and are like screaming in my face, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I'm just kind of looking like, am I about to get my ass beat right now? And then the bitch picks me up and slams me on the ground. And when he slammed me on the ground, like, it really didn't do anything. Like, it wasn't a big deal. Like, and then I thought about it for a second. When I got up, I just looked at them for a second, and I realized if I hit either one of them, they're both just gonna fight me. It's 2-on-1 right now. I'm gonna be the bigger man and walk inside. So I'm like, I'm not dealing with this shit right now. I'm going back inside. So I turn around and I walk back inside. Now when I walk in, the side door I walked in had a window in it, and when I shut the door, I could still see him outside. And once I turn my head, I just hear glass breaking. Like, they just break my window right there on the spot. I go upstairs and I'm like, yo, Jesse. And I'm like trying to wake him up. Fat fuck sent my brother Snapchat like, dude, I did nothing to your brother. I didn't touch him, blah, blah, blah. And like, obviously this kid was just threatening to kick my teeth in the whole time. And he probably like didn't even remember. Like, that's what this drug was doing to people. Like, that nobody was remembering what was happening. I ended up calling the police. Now, before you say I'm a bitch and all this shit, I called the police because they broke my window. They literally took a knife through my window and it shattered. And this all went on Twitter, and this kid was like, you called the police because I slammed you on the ground. And I'm like, nah, you broke my window. I'm not cool with people breaking my windows. So then time goes by a little bit. I'm like in bed. I'm like not able to sleep. Now keep in mind, I'm friends with these kids on Snapchat, so like, that's how I was getting in touch with bitch. I didn't even know Fat Fuck was with him, but yeah. So I look on Snapchat and he's like, you can see his location on Snapchat on the Snap map. And I see that he's at his house. So I was like, oh. Huh. So I told Jesse, I was like, yo, he's at his house right now. He's like, you want to go? I said, yeah. So we go and my brother's fucking banging on the door like, you see what your kid did to my window. Moral of the story, don't do drugs. Keep it real, guys. It's been Anon. I just wanted to tell you guys a story of what's been happening recently with my life. So yeah, if you liked the video, please leave a like on it and subscribe. I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.
Give me a minute. The coupe is tinted. Ninth ending. It's time to go get it. I used to be trapping pigeon, now I push start and crank the engine. Wrist on frigid, glisten, listen. 100 round drum with the biscuit. Lottie, dottie, put on Molly, fuck on top of the Rari. Python outer, sitting on forges, right baby power. I think the plug cut me alive.